Hey, what's up, guys? Cargon back in the video, and today I want to do my Toonami review for July 8th through July 9th, 2023. So, we have to start off with the black there. Ugh. We have to start off with my adventures with Superman there. Honestly, I didn't watch this there. Not really I'm going to say this there. I'm not really a Superman fan there. So, anybody actually likes Superman there, enjoy the show if you like Superman there. But technically, I don't really like Superman. So I didn't watch Superman there. They had 2 episodes of it there. But honestly, I didn't watch it because I don't really care about Superman. If you guys like Superman, that's great for you guys. If you guys are Superman fans, you might actually like this show. Finally, Toonami actually got a DC product on the block there, even if it's not really the best show, in my opinion. Even I kind of noticed they kind of rip off of Sailor Moon there. Minus all that there. If you're Superman fans, you might like this show there. But after that there, I'm just gonna get on to the review. After my adventures with Superman, we had Dr. Stone there. So episode starts out with we see them actually. We're talking about designing the boat there, mostly designing the ship there and stuff like that. So they were trying to design the ship there. Senku was actually thinking about like how the ship is gonna be built there and stuff like that. So everybody was like drawing and stuff like that. There was also like a time where Senku was actually being drawn as and stuff like that for it. And then they're like, well, heck, why do we need a draw and stuff like that for it? So it was kind of like mostly making a line of the ship there. So they technically drew it out there, what the ship was actually gonna look like and stuff. And then they're like, oh, finally, Senku's saying, we finally built the full front of the ship there. Now we just have to get the engine part there. That's what Senku was actually thinking there and stuff. But it might take a full year to get the engine part there. So I guess they were trying to build the boat there and try to build the boat in a timely fashion there. So I guess a year has passed there. They actually did some pretty funny scenes there. Like they did winter season there where they're technically skiing there, and technically they're building the stuff there and stuff like that. It took a full year when they actually got the stuff ready to go there. Technically they were calling out names there, or well, technically they actually wanted a group picture there. One of the characters there wanted a group picture with everybody. They're like, why we're just gonna mess that stuff up and stuff like that. That's what they were actually saying there and stuff like that for it. But she said something about like it not be fair because technically some of them are gonna stay in the island and some of them are gonna go out and sea there. So technically, they take the picture there and stuff, and mostly they were saying something about like, well, and then they did the roll calling there. They did the fucking roll calling there and stuff, and they're like, and then mostly when they did the roll calling there, one of the characters didn't want to go at first there. They're like, well, you don't have to go if you don't want to. That's what he was telling him and stuff like that, and then he's like, and then out of nowhere, he just changed his mind. He's like, well, I want to go there, and he was trying to swim there and stuff like that, and stuff. And technically, he couldn't make to the boat there, but we see we see the other guy jumps in and swam faster, and he's like, oh wait, why are you grabbing it. He's like, technically woken aboard there. Mostly they also had the criminals caged there, and mostly they're taking them with them and stuff. And why in the heck they take these guys there? Why in the heck they just didn't leave them in the island there? I just don't get it. They said it was a bad idea to leave them in the island because technically they should have just took over the country, took over there, and that's the only reason why they brought him up there. Senku was actually saying something there, and he said mostly the only thing that we will go now is to this island there, where technically the spacecraft has crashed it there, and that's where the episode ends. So that's Dr. Stone. After Dr. Stone there, we had One Piece. So yes, so episode starts out, we see everybody was making a thing there and stuff. Mostly Sanji was making a pot there. Mostly a fire pit there and stuff. We see the Navy guys draw a fucking line. They're like, "This is our side, pirates," and stuff like that, trying to make look like stupid and stuff like that. And we see Smoker actually is just saying, he's like, "Just leave them alone," and stuff. That's what fucking Smoker said. He's like, we have some G5 attendants are gonna pick us up and stuff like that. That's what Smoker was actually saying to the Navy there and stuff like that. He said, just don't mess with the pirates there and stuff. And then Luffy goes over the line there and talked to talks to the guy with the Centaur guy, or the Centaur captain there. Technically, he was actually saying to him and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I have a better thing there, and this be Sieger's lapdog there," and that's what he was actually saying to him. Technically, he's like, "Well, it'd be better if he just rots in prison there," and that's what he was actually saying. He said mostly he will accept to be rot in prison there, minus mostly rot in prison there, and minus this being a Caesar's lapdog there and stuff like that. Caesar there was not really happy. He thought, he's like, how the heck Smoker was alive there and stuff. And he's like, he thought he killed him and stuff. So he was kind of freaked out on that there. Everybody was actually having a great time there. Chopper took fucking Law the wrong way there. Mostly Law technically helped them to get rid of all the poison out of their... helped the children to get rid of the poison out of their system there. That's what Law did. Technically, Chopper took it the wrong way and thought he actually did something bad to the kids there. Honestly, he thought Chopper thought he did something bad to the kids there, and mostly Law was technically helping the kids there and getting rid of the poison. And mostly they were talking about this there and stuff. And mostly Law was actually saying, like, why you came in here and stuff like that. You should not have seen that there. And Chopper was about to cry there. But technically, Chopper walked in. Everybody was okay there. And they were saying, oh, yeah, the poison's out of us and stuff like that. He got rid of the poison there. So, when he got rid of the poison there and stuff like that for it, everybody's actually having a feast there. They're like, and then mostly Law was actually saying, because we all know Flamingo was coming to the island there. He was warning Luffy there to let's get the heck out of there. And technically Luffy didn't care. He's like, well, eat it fast. He's like, eat it fast and stuff like that for it. We do see uh, Mokusuke there actually turned back into a human and actually uh, was kind of weak there because he didn't really eat nothing there. So Sanji makes him a meal there. He didn't want to eat it at first, and then Sanji was just getting pissed off at him there because he was almost going to throw the food away, and he's like, "Don't throw the food away." Technically, the samurai there ate the food there, and he said it was great. So technically, he's like, just give up and just eat the food there. We all know you're hungry, so just eat it. So he eats it there. It's been like, I guess it's been a long time there, and they had food, so any food would be great there, not being hungry for that long. So technically, they ate it there, and it was a happy gooey thing there until Law was actually talking to Smoker there and saying why you're gonna go mostly abandoning Luffy's crew there and stuff like that. And then he's like, well, technically I'm not really part of this thing there. And mostly we see a flashback where technically Law was talking about the three emperors there, and Luffy just said he's gonna, or the four emperors there, and he said he's gonna take out all the four emperors, and that's where the episode ends. So that was One Piece there. Next we had Naruto Shippuden. So here we go. So episode starts out with we see freaking Naruto there. Or no, we see Datara actually was following these sand ninja guys, or technically these sand ninja or these sand ninja sand ninjas. Datara throws a bomb at them, blows up the sand ninja, or blows up the sand shinobi there. They get fucked, and technically Datara was like saying, he's like, he's like, took him out there and stuff like that, and then half of his team was getting pissed off there because they didn't have evidence there. They're like, you idiot, you should not blew them all up there. And technically, they're like, well, we need to get some more data there and stuff like that for it, and that's what they were saying. So when they were saying about that there, we go to the next scene there where technically Naruto was actually struggling against one of the root ninjas there. And he's like, what? He's like, what the heck? He's like, my dad sent you there and stuff like that. That's what technically Naruto was actually saying, because, and then Shikamaru was actually saying, he's like, no, these are some other Anbu minus your father's there. That's what he told Naruto there. And technically Naruto knocks off the max there, and we see Anko. She's like, oh, what a trouble child there, and that's what she was saying there. Technically, Shikamaru picks up Naruto there, and then they flee there. Because even Shikamaru was actually saying they're trying to stop him there because they're trying to make Sasuke go. The root was trying to let Sasuke get to Orochimaru there, so it was mostly a waste of time there to fight them there and stuff like that. So they were going after Sasuke there. Root was following them and stuff like that. So technically, Lee was jumped in the front of them there, and he's like, "Go on ahead there." Lee was taking one of them on there and stuff, and he turned into and he said, "You are not that strong there" and stuff like that. That's what Lee was saying. He drops his weights there. Gets the fight gate, the hitting gate, or the 5 gate there, the 5th gate there. He activates his 5th gate, and he was taking on one of the roots, Donzo's men, and he was taking on one of him there. And then we see 1010 was backing off with another part of the route there, and she was taking on that girl, that one of the roots there. She was taking on one of the roots, Anbu there and stuff. And then we see Naruto, Shikamaru. We're trying to go after Sasuke there, and then Naruto is like, he kind of like numbers like Sasuke doing something. He's like he was getting kind of pissed off there. Naruto was technically getting pissed off about it and stuff like that for it. And then he was like jumping through the trees and try to get to Sasuke there, and that's where the episode ends. So yep, that was Naruto Shippuden. After Naruto Shippuden, we had My Hero Academia. That was a rerun. So yep. Comment, rate, more sponsors to Myrtles. We like love Myrtles. Please subscribe. Hit the bell to catch one of our uploads in my live streams. Comment, rate, more sponsors to. We like check out. Outer Peace.